Hey guys, welcome back. In last lecture we created a new screen and I introduced your React Native elements. In this lecture we'll continue and I will finally explain what is a state. So let's start. And we will start with a wireframe. Alright, here it is, and we are currently on this step. We are displaying our React Native element card with all of the hard-coded informations. But I want to keep card name, or you can call it card title, in a variable. And I want to keep this value inside of a state object where I will set my card name of some album string and I will display this some album on the screen. And then I will create a button down here, let's say change card name, and this will call function this set state, and I want to set a new state of a card name I am a new card name. So this will change a state, and I told you before when you are changing state, this will execute a render function. So a render function will be called again, and this will returns new JSX with our new state. So we will display new card title here. So let's do it. Let's go back to our coding editors. Alright, and the first thing here we need to create a constructor. So instead of the album screen, let's create a constructor like this, and let's call here super first. And now I want to set a state, so this state, and this is just an object, and I want to set here card title or card name. It's up to you. It can be card name and just some album, just like this. And now I can display this state in my card. So instead of a render function, I can write something like this, card or a const, and let's say card name equals this state card name. So I'm getting my card name from a state, and I can use shorthand expression, so I can destructurize this variable from a state by writing curly brackets around card name like this, and I can remove this card name from here, and this is equally same as the statement before. Okay, so now we have here a card name and I can display it. So let's copy this, and inside of a title here, let's remove this string and write here curly brackets and provide here card name like this. Okay, so that's it. Let's go back to our simulators. Okay, navigate to albums, and now we are displaying some album on the screen. So we are on this step here, we are displaying some album, and now we want to create a button. So when a user click button, I want to change the state of my variable. I want to change this value to I am new card name. So let's do it. Let's go back to our coding editors. Alright, and here we can create a new button. So just under card, I will write this button here, so I can copy everything from button. And let's paste it just under card. And let's write here some title, not view now, but change card name. Let's say change card name. That's pretty descriptive name, and let's create here on press event. So on press, I want to call here a function. So just write here arrow function, just like this. And I want to call function here change card name. So first we need to create a function change card name. So above a render, I will create a function change card name like this. Perfect. And I want to set a state here. So this set state, and I want to note here that you cannot change a state like this state and a new object. You need to use a function this set state like this set state is a function, and inside you need to provide object with the new values for your state. So I want to change this card name, so I will write here card name like this, and I want to change a value. Let's see here, I want to change it for I am a new card name. So let's write here I am a new card name like this. Perfect. Now we need to call this function inside of an on press event. So instead of here, I will call it this. And now change card name, and don't forget to call this function like this. Okay, perfect. Let's save everything and let's go back to our simulators. Alright, navigate to albums, and now we have here this button change card name. So let's click this, and now you can see we change this card title. I am a new card name. So as I told you, And actually I can show it to you inside of our code. So let's go back to our coding editors, and I will do one small improvement here. I will create here new variable in a constructor, and I will call it just this card number, and this will be initial value of a 0. And I want to change the state of my card name. I am new card name with this card number. So let's write here backwards, because when you're writing backwards, you can interpolate string, and I can write inside variable like this. $sign and a curly brackets, and now I can write inside this card number. And this will transform my card number to a string, and it will display I am new card name, and with this card number, which will be 0 in the first case. And after I will set my new state, I want to increase this card number plus 1. So right here, this card number equals this card number plus 1, or you can just simply do this card number plus plus, and this should be this. So this card number plus plus. Okay, let's save everything. Let's go back to our simulators. Alright, and then navigate to albums, and let's click here, change card name. And now I'm displaying I am card name 0. Let's click again. I am card name 1, I am card name 2, I am card name 3, and so on. So let's go back to our coding editors, and let's write here a couple of debuggers. So first debugger will be inside of here, and a second debugger inside of a render function. Debugger here. Alright, let's save everything. Let's go back to our simulators. Alright, and I have an issue here. Let's see what's happening. Let's restart this. An unhandled JS exception requiring model fetch, which through an exception reference error cannot find the variable self. Okay, this is first time I'm seeing this error, so let's Google for this. So cannot find variable self. Let's write here in a Google search. Expo React cannot find variable self. Okay, and here it is. React Native Expo can't find variable self. It was updated 2 days ago, so it's very fresh. Let's click this. Alright, and let's go straight to the solution. So let's read through of this, and it's happening because of new package here of version 3. So we need to go back to version 2.0.4. So we need to change package.json, or we can manually just copy this command npm add and maybe name of this package in the version. So I will copy this npm add like this. Alright, let's copy this. Let's go back to our terminals, to our projects folder, and let's paste it here just like this. npm add what wg-fetch. Right, let's press enter. And let's wait until this is installed. Alright, it's installed. So let's go back to our coding editors, and let's see our package.json. Let's see if it was updated here. Yes, it's here. Perfect. So now I think we need to restart our bundle. So let's go to our simulators, and let's press Command R like this, and nothing happening. So we need to restart our Expo. So Expo here, and I will click here, restart. And this can take some time. Alright, it's restarted our application. And now we can click here device and open our simulator. So let's see. Alright, it's opening Expo. Opening project. Building JavaScript bundle, and this can take some time, so I will fast forward this bundling process. Alright, my application was rebundled and it's running as before. Let's look inside and let's press Command D. And let's debug remote JavaScript. So let's click this. Alright, it's opened our new tab in Google Chrome. Let's go back to our simulator and let's click here on the next step, and it's building JavaScript. Okay, let's click here, navigate to albums. So click here, perfect. And let's see our Google Chrome, and we forgot to click here on inspect. So like this, inspect, back to our simulators. Let's navigate back to home, and let's go back to navigate to albums. just like this. Alright, let's go back to Google Chrome. And now we should get inside of our code, and here we are getting as a first thing to a render function, and we are rendering our name. And you can see on a state, we have a name of a some album, and we are assigning this some album to card name, and we are displaying this card name as a title here in a card. So let's forward this. Let's see simulator. Okay, so some album is on the screen. Now let's click here, change card name. Alright, I click this, let's go to our browser. And we are getting inside of a function change card name. These are getting us to our set state, and we are changing a state to I am new card name and plus this card number, which is a 0. Okay, so we are setting new state, and I am incrementing my card number. So I will get here 1. Let's forward this, and now I'm displaying nothing yet because we are getting into the render function after we change the state. So I told you we will get into the render function, and you can see on a state we have a I am a new card name 0. Let's forward this, and now we should display our view, and I am new card name 0. When I will click this button again, I will get inside of my application code, and now I am setting a new state with a card number of 1. I'm incrementing this card number, and again I'm getting into the render function, and my component will be re-rendered. Okay guys, so that's a state. You can check wireframe one more time what's happening here, and if you need some additional information, just write me. And that should be it for this lecture, and in next lecture I would like to continue, and I would like to tell something about scroll view, and I would like to create more albums and iterate them and display them on the screen. So guys, see you in next lecture.
Petit lac